Ladies and gents, welcome back to WCS Europe Premier League, round of 16, Group B. Got there in the end. So, already we've had the Spaniard going through to the round of 8 to break the WCS curse. It no longer exists, so we can forget about that one. Esports is always full of curses, and probably too many. Am I getting heavily trolled? Probably. Someone will probably end up making a meme out of that one, but okay. So bad. Right, so serious stuff right now. Serious stuff. We're going to get back into Group B because one of these two men, Kalaris, is going home. So, seriously now, MC or BabyKnight? I mean, we didn't think we would be in this position. I don't think MC thought he would be in this position. Cold or otherwise, he got absolutely thumped in his first game by Thorzane. But now he gets a second chance at the bottom end of the bracket, as you see there. The winner of this will go through to play Thorzane. These two have got history as well, WCS history, of course, MC and BabyKnight. So how do you sum this one up?
I think that in the end, after MC's run through Season 2 and the people who he actually defeated, I mean, there was a point in group stages where he was able to go 2-0, 2-1 against Titan, and then going into the brackets, 3-0 against Welmu, a player that in the European scene is praised for how strong his PvP is, and that really does show how strong MC's PvP is, and then only to be pipped at the post in the very end by Duck 4-3 in the end. That gives MC such good prestige behind his Protoss versus Protoss that this could be hard for BabyKnight. I asked BabyKnight for a tip previously. He was like, I don't know what to give you. I'm just going to micro. And I was like, oh, okay, it's micro. That's pretty cool. So that's all I could really get out of him.
Okay, it's not. It's kind of worrying for the Dane, I guess. But nevertheless, he has played very well this year overall. As 2013, he kind of emerged late end of 2012, did reasonably well at WCS last season as well. But he doesn't seem to have moved on. Would that be a fair sort of
BabyKnight?
Yeah.
It's been a tough one. At the very beginning in Season 1, obviously he was on top of the metagame. Yeah, I mean, he really was.
He was the legend killer.
He was doing really well. Season 2, that teetered off a little bit, and now in Season 3, here in the round of 16, he has to prove himself, absolutely. And going up against MC in this last match, this is not. I don't think this is really even who BabyKnight expected would be in this position. So it's going to be a tall order. But if anybody can do it in the Protoss versus Protoss scene in Europe, BabyKnight's a pretty good one. He has, for a long time, had a good PvP.
Yeah, let's talk about MC a little bit. He's 15th right now in the WCS points rankings, which is right in the bubble for making it to BlizzCon. I mean, you know, imagine crazy things have happened, right? Imagine he doesn't win this game. That's it, he's done. I mean, I can't see any way he can still make BlizzCon. I mean, we've still got IEM, but I mean, that's hard for him. He needs to win this game and advance through to the season finals to really maintain his position in the top 16, or he's done.
No, you're right. The lower positions in that top 16 right now are very volatile. You've done a lot of calculating yourself.
Yeah, we've done maths.
Yeah. And if MC doesn't take this, and he for some reason wasn't at IEM, which if might be the case, if he doesn't go for the open bracket himself, then there's a very real possibility that we wouldn't see MC at BlizzCon. And BlizzCon without someone like MC, who is so well established in the scene, that would be a big hit to a lot of fans out there.
Yeah, and to him himself, of course, as well. I think he's got designs on winning the whole thing this season, but he's in a bit of a pickle right now and needs to get himself out of trouble against a very dangerous Protoss. Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth game of the evening in Group B is the battle of the Protoss themselves. It's the Boss Toss versus the former King in the North. It's MC versus BabyKnight. Let's go over to our commentary team. For this one, we've got Apollo and Grubby.
Well, thank you very much, Red Eye and Kalaris. As we are now about to start, unfortunately, it's not the best game to cast. It is the losers match, which means one of these players will be eliminated from the tournament in the round of 16. And we are here together as one, Grubby, to find out which one that will be.
Yeah, it's so sad that everyone can't be winners, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Grubby.
But it would make wins less special.
It would.
It's the contrast.
The World Championship Series is a very special place to win in.
Yes.
Which is why this is very important to both players. Of course, BabyKnight had a really good Season 1, a bit of a shaky Season 2, but he's back in the round of 16 for Season 3. MC needs to win this. He actually needs to win this. If he wants to, and I know he does, want to go to BlizzCon, then he can't lose here, because then his position, currently 15th out of 16, in the point system, it is under threat.
Wow, he's 15th right now.
15th on the border. And of course, with many points up for grabs at the season finals, and if he wasn't there, he is in danger. This is a big, big game for MC.
But of course, as we mentioned before, every single player still in Premier League has a chance to qualify for everything. Canada, the Season 3 finals, BlizzCon itself, simply by going very far and just winning season finals.
That's right. Anyone could do it.
It's conceivable.
It is. It is, Grubby.
So,
Maps removed by BabyKnight so far, the ones with big natural ramps. And MC removed Polar Knight. What's going to be his second veto?
Frost.
The frosty maps.
Yeah, like you said yesterday,
Yeah.
could be a...
Korea has harsh winners, man.
Koreans don't like the winters.
Yeah.
So we have Belshir Vestige, Whirlwind, and Yonsu for the 3 maps. We're not sure of the order. We'll get that shortly. But what do you think of the 3 maps overall for knowing their styles, knowing PvP? What do you think about it? Well, I guess we should wait till the order, right? And we'll have a look at the order.
Let's see the order, because the first map choice is going to be BabyKnights. So once we know the first map, we will know what the plans are or what he wants the opponent to think his plans are. Because, funnily, we saw Welmu yesterday. He was picking Whirlwind, but he did a Whirlwind type of strategy on Derelict, and he did a Derelict type of strategy on Whirlwind.
These players...
Tricky tricksters.
Tricky tricksters, anything. Well, it's I guess it would be BabyKnight, the one with tricks up his sleeves, considering he's wearing the jacket here. But Belshir, Whirlwind, Yonsu. Now talk to me.
Yeah, you can hide a lot more tricks in that kind of jacket. Very loose one. So, Belshir Vestige, it can be Blink, it can be DTs, it can be Stargate. It's a very good 3-gate map. It's a good expansion map.
It sounds like a pretty good map for anything, Grubby.
Except Tempest Carrier Rush. No, it's a good map for everything. That's true. Except in the late game, getting a 4th base can be tricky. Now, people are like, PvP late game, what is that? No, you sweet ladies and gentlemen out there, we do get late game PvP sometimes. It is not a myth.
All right, so here is the first map, Belshir Vestige, between these 2 players. It is a smaller map. If you've been following the World Championship Series, you would be quite familiar with this map because it is one of the most popular maps that we've seen in the Europe Premier League as well as the American Premier League too. But this is going to be the starting point. As you described, anything is possible between these 2 players. We know BabyKnight, even words to Claris, he does like to micro his units. As small details as that is, he does have some rather good control. But this is, and if we look at the 2 players and who they are, this is MC, the highest earning, the most successful Protoss player that has touched StarCraft 2. Going up against this little guy all the way from Denmark.
He's not that little. It's just his name, right?
It's just his little...
This name is very deceptive. Because he's quite an aggressor in the game. You don't expect that from someone called BabyKnight.
Is there... Okay, so when it comes to the weight of both their names, excluding BabyKnight and what it actually means, but BabyKnight as a person versus MC, if you're BabyKnight, does it ever... For him, who would have looked upon MC over the years as a Protoss #1, as a guy to look towards to play the game, does that ever come into play when you are on the same stage, on the same arena, about to play against that guy that you've idolized for quite a lot of your career?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question, but particularly in BabyKnight's case, I don't think he sees it quite like that. I don't think he ever idolized MC, because he joined StarCraft 2 a little bit later. He came from a Dota background, as has been said before about him, and I think he very much found his own way in StarCraft 2. You can see that in his style. He hasn't really copied extensively from other people. He hasn't analyzed that way. He plays the way he likes to, with his own strengths and weaknesses. So I doubt if he'll be faced by at the prospect of playing against MC. If anything, the gravity of the situation, of the match itself, but not going up against MC, I don't think.
All right, well, it is time to begin the losers match here of Group B. Unfortunately, as we said before, one of these players must go home. The other will go up to play against Thorzane for the second slot to move through this group. Up here, in the top left-hand side of Belshir Vestige, playing for SK Gaming, it's the boss toss, it's MC. And then down here, there's the blue Protoss player, recently joining Team Millennium. He goes by the name of BabyKnight.
Is that a camera in my face?
Is that a camera in my face?
Are you
Yes,
happy
it
to see me?
is.
Yeah. All right. So, no one is doing a 10 gate. Sean. No one's doing a 10 gate.
That's right, Grubby.
They're just getting their 13 gates, most likely. Now, going up against BabyKnight, usually I have this idea of don't try to beat him with micro early. If you attack him in the first 5 to 8 minutes and you just want to try and kill him with micro, hope he makes a mistake, might not be the best idea. After all that, all bets are off.
And is there any way that maybe you would, on the similar lines to what you just described, approach MC?
For MC, MC can be quite extreme. So if you roll the dice against the MC, it can be nice. But most of all, you just gotta kind of find out what he's doing. Because, yeah, you just need to find out. I can't really put MC on anything because, in my mind, he's capable of anything.
Yeah, he really is one of the most unpredictable, one of the ballsiest, one of the most aggressive players to really touch the game. He really is capable, as you say, of anything. And already has taken and decided to go for these double assimilators earlier on. And I think you pointed out yesterday, it will slow his cybercore by 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Just in getting these assimilators down a little bit faster here.
Yeah, there's a 2 second faster cybercore for BabyKnight, and now BabyKnight is choosing to scout at this time, so he will get to MC's base and kind of see what's going on. Second gateway being added for MC, 2 gate, and BabyKnight is going with 1 gate, skipping Zealot and going straight into Stalker. This could mean Blink Stalker type of play, and it could mean 3 gates. But usually 3 gates is started by 2 gates, so I'm thinking maybe BabyKnight will go for 3 gate Blink Stalker with Observer, with Robo.
Okay, well, BabyKnight has got in there, Grubby, and he has spotted the cybercore being chronoboosted into twice.
Okay.
Which is rushing out the warp gate research to be able to turn his gateways into warp gates here. Behind this, BabyKnight has opted to go for the Twilight Council, but likewise has MC. As BabyKnight, if you're in his shoes and you do see the Cybernetics core being chrono boosted, what are the first things that really come to your mind?
Well, you think it's a 3 gate. If at the very least I have to be safe against 3 gates, so let's make sure to make maximum amounts of Stalker from this 1 gate I have. Now, BabyKnight's gonna go for Blink. MC, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for Dark Templars, even though it doesn't look that way. His resources actually not quite right. A little bit too little gas to use it right away, the Twilight. But if he puts BabyKnight on Blink, he could think, Dark Templar might be nice.
That's a very risky move, right? To put your opponent on Blink when you've seen nothing at all in the game.
And yet, there we go. It is risky, you're right, but MC isn't one to shirk away from those kind of risks. Yeah, his map vision is absolutely 0, but he does have some prior knowledge of BabyKnight, of course, if he's done his homework. Yeah,
so surely one of the most important units in this game right now is probably that red little dot on the bottom left of this map, which is the probe. Because that guy is going to be able to come down here, place a pylon down, and of course that's going to be the focus point of where the DTs are going to come from. BabyKnight, on the other side of things, tries to walk past there. Does he see with that there wasn't a Nexus?
He saw the absence of a Nexus, I think.
Okay.
And immediately made a Robo, because this is a little bit strange behavior of someone who's going for Blink. 3 Stalkers, camp in the ramp, didn't see the Mothership Core. The Mothership Core wasn't there.
And look at the units as well, Grubby, from BabyKnight. Upon pulling the Robo down, as well as moving out with the Stalkers, but
wow,
misses the pylon.
Not much good in scouting if you're just going to skip places.
Why bother scout at all, BabyKnight?
It's like, yeah, I just want to get like 4 out of 10 possible pylon places.
Oh, and this is going to be a little bit awkward for BabyKnight because the Dark Shrine is done. We do have the single DT being warped in. Obviously, the robotics facility is going to be done, but his units are on the other side of the map.
That is true. So if Observer gets chrono boosted right away, which right now it doesn't.
Oh, this is a little bit stressful.
There'll be like 15 seconds where the DT can have its merry way.
Oh, okay. So right now the Observer is on its way. Not being chrono boosted out yet, but the Stalkers are on the other side of the map. And all of a sudden the MC says, all right, time to actually cancel that Nexus. It's not going to work. And now BabyKnight knows what's up. He sees the DT. The Observer must be being chrono boosted out. But look, the Dark Templar's in there. 3 kills already. And BabyKnight has to retreat with his Blink Stalkers. 1, 2... How many kills was that at the end there? 4? 4, I guess? 4,
yeah,
4 or
4
5?
probes. There was the Scout probe, and now 4 more got killed. Not a bad result. Now, and of course, MC is now 6 workers ahead, which is an income difference, which is quite significant. I don't know exactly, but I think it's about 100 minerals a minute. And
he's already got his first Immortal out too.
Going for 4 gates. Is he going to go for Blink or Expansion again? I think he might add Blink. So he has 2 Immortals, then he's going to try and get Blink. But no, he's going to get a DT for Archon. He just wants to break out.
Okay, so right now we do have BabyKnight just pushing forward. He's going to pick up a Zealot. Nice micro there from BabyKnight, getting quite a lot of damage done actually. Really nice moves there from BabyKnight. Got to be careful though, that Immortal will deal out a lot of damage. Loses 1 Stalker there, but does loses a second one as well. Dancing a little bit there with MC, but 2 Immortals down. MC's going to push down no matter what, and will be looking to take his expansion. At this point, though, BabyKnight surely has to expand himself in this position.
You would think so, yeah. He's making his first Immortal, and you would think that he needs to go get an expansion. He will still have that Blink advantage, but it can be quite challenging to bring those Stalkers about to bear upon your opponent. Nexus timings identical. Worker count almost identical. Now they are. But the unit tab shows that...
2 Immortals more.
Actually, BabyKnight has more army. I want to say this game is very equal. 2 Immortals more for MC, that is really good. But as Wellmu showed, if you're not going to go for Colossi, the opponent's Immortals are not necessarily as good as a massive Zealot Archon army. So I don't want to say that MC's army composition is better per se, and they both have 1 tech. One has Blink, the other is a Dark Shrine, so there's a lot of utility for both. But there we go, Robo Bay for BabyKnight. So those Immortals that MC is making, they're good. They're
Why do you think that BabyKnight would throw down the Robotics Bay upon seeing 3 Immortals already with the Blink Stalkers, knowing that another one is probably on its way? That's 4. Why would he go over to a Colossus? I mean, you mentioned that MC, if he had these Immortals, and if BabyKnight had Colossus, that's very good for him. But where the hell is BabyKnight looking to go with this then?
I think it's a good question. I'm not 100% sure about the answer, but I think maybe he's getting it because too many Immortals, if the opponent has a lot of Immortals, they often want to go do a kind of Immortal Colossus all-in, like Immortal Colossus attack, and then defensive Colossus are about the best thing you could possibly have. So maybe he's getting it just to stay alive, potentially, of a quite likely attack that MC could be doing.
Oh, and look at this. The pro production had stopped. MC's throwing down a couple of extra gateways here. And he very well may be going for an attack here. That's ramping up his gateway count to 6. There were 6. That took me a while. 6 gateways. Blink as well.
It's a little strange because no one exactly plays PvP this way. Usually Blink is good early, but not so good late.
Yeah.
But here we are, MC once again doing a delayed 2-base Blink research, and you would think that's like a mass Blink all-in, but usually he just goes and gets a 3rd. Now in this particular case, not getting his 3rd and 4th gas, is he just gonna do a massive Blink, Stalker, and Immortal attack? It looks like it.
It does, doesn't it? He's got a single sentry with this, not too many force fields, but what happens if he's able to zone out? He's got a couple of force fields with that army. What happens if he pushes the Immortals back? Does that leave the Nexus of BabyKnight vulnerable, considering there's 4 Immortals?
Yeah.
They will do a lot of damage.
It definitely does, because if you take position on the left side of BabyKnight's Nexus, that's a very popular attack place on Belcher Vestige.
How can BabyKnight stop it though? It's about
hard
to come. How?
He needs more sentries. Right now he's got 2. He needs more because there's nothing that can break. Oh, there's actually 1 Archon, but yeah, he needs just as many stuff as possible and more sentries, I think.
Well, Photon Overcharge is activated. BabyKnight dancing on the right-hand side. I'm sure he realizes the threat is absolutely possible, but Time Warp has been thrown down. The Immortals chasing down the Colossus, and the Colossus, it just about survives there, but no, Blake Stalkers ended up anyway, and MC pushes forward with a very strong army here, and everything is absolutely melting. Ferociously, MC just walks over BabyKnight there. So the army will probably kill the Nexus as well as the probes. And wow, the boss toss just comes in and clears up easily. Game number 1 to the Obama toss.
Very nice micro by MC and also a tactical victory. That's how you can use Blink too, apparently. I'm learning here. Yeah. So you can use Immortals also to go for Blink as well and then do an attack. And he had way more army. Like initially he was behind in army size, but he concentrated on not developing his tech so much. He didn't get a Forge, he didn't get the 3rd and 4th gas. He just went for a big attack. And I don't think even sentries would have helped BabyKnight either. It was just a big number disparity.
Not a good day here for BabyKnight. 3 games lost in a row. Of course, losing the first series to Vortex 2-0. Now has lost his first game against MC. And I'm sure the pressure must be building on those Millennium shoulders.
Yeah. Does this not remind you a little bit of BabyKnight's round of 8 performance in Season 1? It's a little sad for him.
It is a little sad.
He came and he lost 0-3, 0-3 there.
Well,
always a good player, but sometimes doesn't quite find his groove at an offline event.
And, well, Whirlwind is going to be the next map here, Grubby. 4-player map, much bigger, one of the bigger maps in the map pool. And, well, what do you think we could be expecting here? I mean, let's talk from BabyKnight's position for a little bit here, because MC is currently leading, but this guy's facing elimination in the round of 16. Would fall short of his Season 1 success. What do you think he can do here on Whirlwind?
I'm thinking BabyKnight might play with Stargate this game. Maybe Stargate 3-gate. And I wouldn't be surprised if MC does either Stargate as well, or goes for an expansion, an early one, like 1 or 2-gate expand.
Well, the Boss Toss has some clearing up to do after his first performance of the day, losing to Thorzane as well. So, in this position, we're about to start, guys. So, both of these players are now ready, as you can see from above, as the bird's looking down onto these guys. The game has begun. Map number 2, gonna be the 4-player map Whirlwind. Currently, the Boss Toss is leading 1-0. So, up here, on the top right-hand side of the map Whirlwind, spawning as the red Protoss, it's of course SKMC. And the challenger for this best of 3 series now trailing 0-1. Down here as the blue Protoss. For Team Millennium, it's BabyKnight.
And soon we'll know how to start. Oh, okay.
We know, Grubby.
10-gate. He's going to get up into BabyKnight's face. Now, earlier on, I said it might not be a good idea to put BabyKnight in a position where all he has to do is micro to stay alive, because he's pretty good at it. But I do remember one game, I believe it was in Finland, Assembly. It was BabyKnight against Stardust. Best of 5. They were 2-2. Last map was Derelict Watcher, and BabyKnight was going for a very quick DT build. Stardust was going for a 10-gate, 3-gate. He went to BabyKnight's base, and there was only one pylon powering all 3 gateways. He lost the pylon, and thereby lost the game. And he could have probably held, because of the way the game is going. But there is a case where he lost to this kind of 10-gate, 3-gate attack. And a lot will depend on whether he scouts it out in time. Last time, first game, he scouted at 3 minutes. Now it's a 4-player map, so that kind of scout, if sent in the wrong direction, could arrive very, very late indeed, Apollo.
Well, lucky for MC is his scout decides to go south. And he is going to arrive at BabyKnight's base rather early on and can find out and see exactly what's happening. But here is, as you described, just about the 3-minute scout in.
He's going the wrong way.
He's going the wrong way.
Will he see the probe coming from the top? And did he change his path? Yes, he said, no.
So, unfortunately here for BabyKnight, he's left in a bit of a pickle, as we like to say in England.
Yeah.
I don't know if you say that in Holland as well, in the Netherlands.
Yeah, when we speak English, we do.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah. So we're on the same wavelength then. We do understand each other here.
Yeah.
Chronoboost now going into the gateways.
You get in a sour situation when you're left in a bit of a pickle.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not a good place to be in. And that's currently where BabyKnight lies.
Yes.
As the probe.
Full info against no info. And
Why is this
MC?
probe?
Why are you...
Does that not confuse BabyKnight? Oh!
Oh! What? But he saw the probe leaving from here. Okay.
How did he...
That's BabyKnight's building positioning.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe he thinks he's top left. He thinks he's top left. This is buying so much time for BabyKnight.
Wait, but what's the unit going on the middle right? What's that?
It's a zealot looking for some proxy structure.
Okay. And now...
Okay, so clearly it's buying time for BabyKnight because MC's not in his face as fast as he could.
But the units, where are they going?
They're going...
To the middle. And this
Well,
pylons
look, okay,
haven't
so-
seen each other.
Well, MC still hasn't even scouted to the top left.
And he's going to the top left.
The
and he's
pylons
gonna
are next to each other.
He's going to see a probe leave
He's
here.
gonna be what the hell? Because he's all right. He
he's
hasn't
like-
expanded, Grubby. BabyKnight hasn't expanded.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna put
another
that pylon down here.
Second pylon at the natural.
Oh, this is a nightmare for MC. He's completely misread into this.
Oh my god.
He's gonna walk up the ramp. He's gonna be like, all right, time to kill him. Look, he's got a pylon right. Oh my god.
Oh, and there's Phoenixes. BabyKnight just needed some time, and it looks like
Look at
he's
this.
getting it.
MC's like, all right, where are you?
You're dead.
Wait a minute, you're dead.
You're dead. Here's my third.
Wait, what the hell?
How did you relocate your base? What witchcraft is this?
And now he knows he's bottom right. But let's be realistic for a second here. How does BabyKnight know what's going on? He's seen with the Phoenixes. How does he deal with this? The Void Ray's being made. Does he just, sentry force field the ramp, buy time to get Void Rays?
Yeah, he's got his warp gate research ready, but he's not getting the gateway yet. It's a little bit scary because you would imagine that his heart is fairly racing here, and he should get ready in time. There is enough energy for a sentry. His Phoenixes, please don't pick up probes.
He's not going to his ramp. BabyKnight's just gonna hold the Nexus here with a photon overcharge.
Okay, and kind of funny, photon overcharge is just now available, which shows how dangerous the attack would have been if it had gone any different.
So this is going to buy him quite a bit of time here. The Verse Void Ray is out, but is it enough for BabyKnight? Are these Phoenixes, should they be on the other side of the map, Grubby? Should not they be lifting up Stalkers as they come in once the photon overcharge is down?
Well, interestingly, the Zealots are at the top left. There's also 3 pylons. He didn't finish the 3rd pylon. Warping in those 3 Zealots there with...
He's pylon blocked as well.
Oh, wow. And there's another Phoenix coming. Oh, and he starts the attack before photon overcharge is done. He doesn't want to face critical amounts of Stalkers.
Oh, the Void
Ray's
Ray.
doing a great job.
Oh, the Void Ray. Oh, the Void Ray is down. And things just got a little bit more difficult.
Man, I still don't think that BabyKnight can hold this.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, does it? There's 3 Phoenixes. Sure, they can lift up some Stalkers, but what are they buying time for here? BabyKnight's last few Stalkers are going to get pulled off. The probes come in to help, but unfortunately, despite MC not finding them early on, it looks like it's still going to be a victory for the boss toss here. BabyKnight's trying to do everything he can, but what can he really do here? GG. And SKMC moves on to get the rematch, the revenge match against Thorzane, and unfortunately for BabyKnight, he is eliminated in the round of 16.
Disappointing performance for BabyKnight. There's a lot of things he could have done better, and he knows it. I mean, he's a really good player, and
and you can just see right there, you know exactly how that feels, and
it's
you
disappointing.
can tell. Yeah.
At this time, you're gonna go home, you're gonna be sad for a while, then you're gonna say never again and train again and hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, of course, this is very difficult, especially because this is the last season and there's no more this year. It's 2014. The starting date for the next Premier League is not decided. Nobody knows when it's going to be. BabyKnight doesn't know what to train for at this point, considering that the Premier League is gone for now. But it is a bit of a sad thing here for BabyKnight. But
of course, we will see him in WCS Challenger League, which is starting very soon. So there's definitely work to be done. But let's give a little bit of attention to MC too, who looked quite doubtful in the first series against Thorzane, but was, besides a few mistakes,
really turned it around.
Yeah, which had to do with navigation and sense of direction. He really did turn it around.
Well, he goes up now, Grubby. Let's talk a little bit about this next match before the winning interview is ready. Goes up against the rematch against Thorzane.
What do you think?
I really think that MC is going to approach this match much stronger, and it's going to be that much more difficult for Thorzane coming up. Do you agree with that?
I would have to agree with that, yes.
All right,
completely.
Well, that's it here for us. We're going to head it over to the winners interview with Red Eye and SKMC.
Thanks very much, guys. Yes, with the boss toss after a return to some kind of form. Before we talk about this match, let me just go back to your first match, which you lost to Thorzane. Was your brain being stupid?
I had sick, so my brain was really stupid, like genius.
And so it begins.
And I had sleep 20 minutes, so feel better now.
Yeah, I know how sleep is good for you. In fact, whenever I've not seen you playing, you're always asleep. Why?
Because I need rest for my brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rest for your brain. That makes sense. So now you've rested your brain. You win 2-0, so now you play Thorzane again.
I think he can do only bomber all-in, 3 base, and just SAB cheating. So yeah, he will try 100%. So,
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
Just rape him.
Okay, that was a Korean word. You probably didn't hear that. So just talk to me, because there's a lot of pressure on you here. You've got to do well to get to BlizzCon, because if you lose this game, that's it. You're done, right?
Yeah, so I must win. I must win. Yeah.
What happens if you lose?
Yeah, Thorzane, I must win. And just you will go your oh no. The 학교 eh? University, yeah. School, yeah.
Are you going to take him to school?
Yeah, just go away to school.
I think there might be a little bit more from Thorzane than just going away to school, but that's good. I'm pleased to see that you're feeling better as well. Is the cold having any issues? Are you feeling sick still?
No, it's okay.
All right, cool. Okay. I just love the fact that we can have a conversation in English, because we've tried to have conversations in Korean and they haven't worked. Are you going to teach me some more Korean? Is that all right?
What do you want?
Well, not right now, but you know, when we go for barbecue again, you're going to teach me proper words this time, not rude stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, time to move on. Always fun interviewing MC. Let's go for some analysis now to break down that last game and show exactly how MC beat BabyKnight.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. MC, always a joy, as always, in his interviews. There wasn't a whole lot to point out in that series. Game number 1, very, very quick. And then game number 2 was a little bit strange in its entirety. We're just coming here to the point where BabyKnight is about to scout out his opponent's base. Now, the interesting thing is that the probe that BabyKnight sent out clockwise around the map never even reached the base. It was killed off by a stalker up to the top left-hand corner. So obviously BabyKnight had a little harder time of being able to spot this. This Phoenix is the first indication as to exactly what was going on. Thus far, nothing seen. So as we scroll on, he spots this and is like, this is the first inkling he has of anything that's going on. So now it's panic mode for BabyKnight. Now he has to try and figure out and scramble as for what he has to do. Now, there's a lot of things he has to be doing. Obviously, starts his first Void Ray, trying to get that out for the defense. And thankfully for him, because of all the craziness that happened in the middle of the map, he does eventually have some time for a photon overcharge. But whilst all this is going on, maybe panic mode, I don't know what actually occurred here, there's the need for extra pylons. Yes, he gets one, and at some point he also needs extra sentry, which he does have the resources for, and the photon overcharge eventually would end up buying enough time for a second Void Ray to come out if he were actually able to commit to that with the money that he currently has, as we can see up here. Now, maybe, you know, there was a little kind of nerves going into this final situation. He just had a pylon killed off over the other side of the map. So throwing down these pylons is of the utmost importance, knowing that that was always going to die to those zealots. And then getting that second Void Ray out, not being over-eager. The Photon Overcharge is still here. It's still there, still holding back this army for quite a while. The Void Ray moves into the danger zone. These Stalkers aren't being hit by this Photon Overcharge. It's only the Zealots that are really taking this damage. And that Void Ray dying means a lot of downturn here from BabyKnight from there on, and as we all know from what happened in that game, that was pretty much it. So MC takes that 2-0 victory. Not much else to say in regards to that series, and that's going to do it for me here at the analysis. Now I'm going to send it over to Red Eye with some more snippets here at the WCS.
Thanks very much, Kalaris. Yes, just a quick note for you as well, if you're out there doing your social media bits and your memes. Thank you so much, by the way. We've had an absolutely, you know, monster amount of memes sent to us and pictures and funny pictures and what have you that you've been building all evening. So thank you so much for entering the competition. Entries are now officially closed. So please don't send any more memes. If you do, they won't be counted as part of the competition. I feel like I'm sort of Dermot O'Leary or something right now. Or maybe it's someone else. I can't remember. Anyway, closed right now on the memes, but you can still interact with us via the usual social media channels, both on Facebook and on Twitter as well. Don't forget @StarCraft and /StarCraft on Facebook, and include #WCS. Tell us who you think will go through in the final place of Group B. It's already been an amazing night of StarCraft. Just one more game to go, and then after our final game, we will of course have the return of Season 3's WCS Extra, so stay tuned. We'll be back very soon.